Picture a fugitive on the run, hiding in a barn, buried under hay, thinking he's outsmarted the law. Now imagine one hero who can smell through his deception. A German shepherd with a nose that never fails. This is the thrilling true story of how a police dog tracked a burglar to his hiding place in a grain barn. Stay with us. You won't believe how this canine brought a criminal to justice. A trail of burglaries. In a quiet rural town in the United States, a string of bold burglaries left residents on edge. Homes were broken into, valuables stolen, and the culprit seemed to vanish without a trace. The local police were determined to catch the suspect, but he was cunning, always one step ahead. That is, until he made a fateful mistake, hiding in a grain barn, unaware that a German shepherd police dog was hot on his trail. The dog's incredible scent-tracking skills would lead to a dramatic showdown, proving that no hiding place is safe from a canine's nose. Welcome to Beyond Facts TV, where we uncover the stories that go beyond the headlines. Today, we're diving into the grain barn fugitive case, a gripping tale of crime, pursuit, and the unmatched instincts of a police dog who ensured justice was served. A community under siege. The town, a close-knit rural community surrounded by fields and farms, was a place where people felt safe leaving their doors unlocked. Families knew their neighbors, and crime was rare. But in the weeks leading up to the fugitive's capture, that sense of security was shattered. A series of burglaries targeted homes across the area, with thieves striking at night or when residents were away. Jewelry, electronics, and cash were stolen, leaving families feeling violated and vulnerable. The police received multiple reports, but the suspect was elusive, leaving behind few clues. Descriptions varied, and no clear evidence pointed to a single perpetrator. The community grew anxious, with residents installing locks and security cameras, hoping to protect their homes. The police, under pressure to restore peace, pieced together what they could. They suspected a single individual, likely familiar with the area, was behind the crimes. Tips from locals suggested a man had been seen near some of the targeted homes, but he always slipped away before police could act. The breakthrough came when a witness reported seeing a suspicious figure near a grain barn on a local farm, sparking a manhunt that would end with a canine's heroics. A thief on the run. The suspect, a man in his 30s with a history of theft, had been evading police for weeks. After committing multiple burglaries, he knew the authorities were closing in. His latest break-in had nearly gone wrong. A homeowner had returned unexpectedly, forcing him to flee into the night. With police now on high alert, he needed a place to hide. He chose a grain barn on a nearby farm, a sprawling structure filled with towering stacks of hay bales. The barn's remote location and dense interior made it an ideal hiding spot. Crawling deep into the hay, he buried himself under layers of straw, confident that no one would find him. The thick hay muffled sound and blocked sight, and the barn's earthy smells seemed to mask any trace of his presence. He believed he had outsmarted the police, planning to wait out the search before slipping away to strike again. But he hadn't accounted for one thing: a German shepherd police dog trained to track scents through even the most challenging environments. As the police mobilized, the stage was set for a dramatic confrontation in the heart of the barn. A German shepherd's pursuit. Enter the hero of our story, a German shepherd police dog, whose name we'll call Tracker for this tale, as specific details are scarce. Tracker was a seasoned member of the local police canine unit, trained in scent tracking, a skill that makes canines invaluable in manhunts. These dogs, can detect a human scent on objects or in the air, following it across miles of varied terrain, from fields to forests. Tracker's training was rigorous, involving months of work with his handler to hone his ability to distinguish a suspect's scent from countless others. His nose could pick up traces left hours earlier, even in cluttered environments like a barn. When police arrived at the farm, tipped off by a witness, they faced a daunting task. The barn was massive, with hay bales stacked high and tight spaces that could conceal anyone. A human search would take hours and risk missing the suspect entirely. Tracker's handler, a veteran canine officer, knew this was a job for his partner. They provided Tracker with an item linked to the suspect, perhaps a piece of clothing dropped during his escape. Tracker sniffed it intently, locking onto the scent. With his handler guiding him, he entered the barn, nose to the ground, weaving through the maze of hay. His focus was unbreakable, even as the thick straw and dusty air challenged his senses. Within minutes, Tracker froze, his ears perked, and he began pawing at a pile of hay. His barks echoed through the barn, alerting the police. They moved in, pulling back the hay to reveal the suspect, cowering and cornered, his hiding place exposed by Tracker's relentless pursuit. The fugitive apprehended. Tracker's discovery was the moment that ended the fugitive's run. The suspect, later identified as a repeat offender with a string of burglary charges, was apprehended without incident, thanks to Tracker's precise tracking. Pulled from the hay, he was handcuffed and taken into custody. His plan to evade justice thwarted by a dog's nose. The police searched the barn and surrounding area, recovering stolen items linked to recent burglaries, including jewelry and electronics hidden nearby. The evidence was overwhelming, tying the suspect to multiple break-ins across the town. During questioning, he offered little resistance, knowing the game was up. His capture brought relief to the community, who had lived in fear of the next burglary. The case moved to court, where the suspect faced charges of burglary and theft. Tracker's role was highlighted as a key factor in the arrest, with prosecutors emphasizing the canine's ability to find what human investigators might have missed. The conviction restored a sense of safety to the town, and Tracker became a local legend, celebrated for his bravery and skill. The police department praised the canine unit, noting that dogs like Tracker save time and resources, making searches faster and safer. The legacy of Tracker. The grain barn fugitive case is a powerful reminder of the extraordinary abilities of police dogs like Tracker, whose instincts can outsmart even the most cunning criminals. This story of a fugitive's downfall in a rural barn shows that no hiding place is too clever for a canine's nose. The community's peace was restored, thanks to Tracker's heroism and the dedication of the police. If you were gripped by this tale, please like, share, and subscribe to Beyond Facts TV for more true crime stories. Know more about this case or other canine stories? Comment below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.